So there's probably no argument needed for talking about the fact that planks and all their variations are fantastic ways to improve core stability. And when we talk about stabilizing the core, we're basically trying to prevent some of these excessive movements that happen in and around the spine. That is the true action of the core musculature. So when we think about a regular basic front plank, which is traditionally done on elbows and toes, we're trying to prevent or resist extension. We're trying to prevent the hips from falling or even going backwards and changing the spine angle. But there are different jobs or roles of the core muscles. We need to prevent lateral flexion, which is more of a side bending movement, and we also need to prevent or resist rotation before we start to introduce these movements. So one of the nice things to progress into is that of a side plank, and we're starting to improve also some lower body or hip strength as well. So to get into a side plank, at least a modified side plank for beginners, is getting onto your side where your elbow is in a bent position directly under your shoulder, and you're going to keep your knees and your ankles stacked on top of one another. You want to basically keep your ankles in line with your shoulder. You don't want them too far back or too far forward. So ankle bones in line with the shoulders, and notice that the knees are stacked one on top of the other in a 90-degree bent position. That's going to put you in a position for success. Now, to get into basically a side bridge position, all we need to do is push that bottom knee hard into the floor. So as I push my right knee into the floor, my hips go up in the air. I'm just going to keep my left hand stacked on top of the hips, and you can hopefully tell, I'll turn a little bit, that I'm able to keep that spine in a nice straight line. So once you're in this position, it does start to improve the challenge, and you want to basically hold that position for any length of time. Try to go as long as you can your first time through, using it as an evaluation tool, and then try switching onto your left side. Now, to progress that exercise, simply just try to add a little bit of time. Get up to at least 30 seconds before you work on your next progression, which is when your legs are stacked out and straight. So give that a shot and let me know how it goes.